There we go. Should be
We're
working
live.
now.
How nice. I love the background you picked today. That's a nice one.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's
As a
very
star
pretty.
seed, I figured spacey was a good background to have.
I'd love to have like a wall of that in my, if I had a long wall in my house, I'd love a wall of that. That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Probably wouldn't look as realistic though.
Maybe. Space is big.
They got those projectors you can have on the wall too, so you can have
That's,
space moving on the wall.
I've seen those. I've had one in my house and I had it upstairs where it's like, that was the attic upstairs. It's a bedroom now. That's where Leo thinks he lives, but let's not go there. Anyway, the ceilings are low, so to have it projected on a ceiling that low, it is not, to me, it was sort of nauseating, but
You're astral traveling, and even when you haven't left your body.
yeah, exactly. Very, but he's funny. He now thinks that that room is totally his. And he goes up and he lays on the futon and he's got 1,200 places to sleep up there, and I
Prince
never
Leo.
know exactly where he is all the time. And if I need to take him somewhere, that's when he disappears. He seems to always know when we're going somewhere, and he doesn't want to go. So, but it is funny. He loves this food you sent. He does love that. He
Oh, I'm
thinks
very
it's really
glad to hear
good.
it.
And
Good luck.
that litter is the best litter I've ever found. It is.
I'm glad he likes it.
Yeah. Well, I like it. He's not that picky, but he
But
doesn't
no,
like this. He doesn't like the kind that's sandy though. He doesn't like that.
hope everybody is well today. Angelica's here. It's so nice to see you, Angelica.
Nice to see you too. I'm glad we got our hair straight so we could do this today.
Yes, indeed. I was just telling her my hair isn't dry yet, but I'm ready to go.
Mine is dry, which is pretty bad because it's like flying all over the place and it's driving me crazy. I guess
Well,
it's
it
time to
doesn't
get
help
it
that it's
cut.
cold and wet here right now.
Really, is it?
Yeah,
Did you get part of that hurricane? Did you catch some
we're
of that
getting
weather?
something.
I bet it's that hurricane that it passed us by, but we don't really
I
get
think it's
much of
coming
that
from
anyway.
Canada, to be honest, because we had pretty hot weather here. It was like 95 degrees, and it went to 65 within a
Oh,
matter of what, 3 hours or so.
oh my,
It was
that's
quite a drop, and it's
crazy.
been chilly ever since.
That's
So
kind of crazy. Wow. Yeah.
summer is leaving. As they were saying yesterday, I was reading on a post. Yesterday was the last day that we had an 8 p.m.
Time,
What do you call it? Yeah,
sunset.
yes,
Well,
yeah.
I've noticed it felt like fall. It's just like suddenly everything shifted, and
It's gonna
you
be
can always
250
tell
days.
it just
250 days till we're back over the 8 p.m. mark again.
Yeah, it was just a weird shift. All of a sudden it went from being really hot to not being as hot, and then like the humidity kind of died down a little bit, not a lot, not enough for me. I don't like to go out when it's so humid. I say that I don't like to go out when it's raining or windy. It's terrible, isn't it? Isn't that terrible? I'm a shut in. Oh, that's terrible. So, all of you that live in different countries, just know I live vicariously through your posts and your pictures, just so you know. And Laura, because she travels all the time.
Speaking of travel, I'm going to France next week.
I heard through the grapevine you were going to France. I didn't know
Yeah,
that it was next week, but I hope you have fun doing that.
I'll be sending you pictures while I'm away. You know I
Send me
do.
pictures. I love
Every time I
pictures.
see our friend out, I always have to send Angelica a picture and say, "Look, he was here first."
Well, I think that's funny because how many French people probably have Buddhist statues in their house or wherever? That'll be very interesting.
Everybody does. They're just everywhere. I
Really?
don't know where the general consensus came up with the fact that Siddhartha loves gardens that much, but they think he would like
I
a garden.
think he does actually like gardens.
How could you not?
He's talking to my. He said, I do love gardens. That's what he said in my ear. I do love them. That's funny.
Well, they clearly love you too.
He likes statues, and it's funny. Ganesha likes statues. They love statues. I don't know why they like statues, but they do. And the
I feel
Indian
kind of
restaurant.
awkward buying statues outside of India. I need to go to India. Do you want to come to India with us, Angelica? Is that too far?
It's probably too far. Like I don't even go to the grocery store anymore, so I think I can't board a plane for that length of time and stay healthy doing it. That's pretty funny, but true.
But we'll send you lots of pictures.
Please send me tons of pictures.
I have actually wondered if we could even do a retreat in Virginia so that you could join us.
Well, I have thought about doing that, and I have a friend that owns a place in Keswick, which is on the other side of Charlottesville, called the Bridge Between Two Worlds, and it is beautiful out there. And we have considered doing a retreat there. The
Maybe we can
problem
plan
with
something for the spring. Wouldn't that be nice?
well, and the other thing that somebody mentioned to me is you can rent a whole house up on top of the mountain that you know like an Airbnb or something that could accommodate a lot of people. So I don't know which direction to go, but either way would probably be good because I'd like to have a retreat. I've thought about that a lot, and ultimately that would be my goal, would be to have my own retreat so people could come to us and we wouldn't have to, leave the kitchen if we didn't need to.
Gotta play the lottery, Angelica. You know we got work on our side.
I do play it sometimes. I'm not good at winning, but I do play it on occasion. Though I understand that this, what do they call that thing? AI stuff can pick pretty good lottery numbers. I don't know. I think I pick them pretty well myself.
I was gonna say, let Siddhartha pick them.
Well, he might not understand what that's about. Because money doesn't mean a whole lot to him, really.
Well,
He cares. He
does
cares that it
it?
bothers other people that they need it to live, but for him, it's not. You know, he will
Well, like I
sometimes.
said, they don't have to exist in a world with money. They don't have to deal with money in the astral,
Nope.
do they? No, there's no
Mm-mm.
astral credits unless you consider karma credits.
Yeah. And what's really funny to me is people will say, "Siddhartha, how are you doing?" And he gets he doesn't know how to answer. He says, "Well, I have no bills to pay. I don't have to jump out of bed. I don't have to go to work. I'm fine." He'll say, "I'm fine."
You mean to tell me that Siddhartha and Leo have very similar date?
Yes, I believe they have similar characteristics. In fact, I do think that's true. And they have conversation when nobody's looking, which is pretty funny, I think. Oh my goodness.
Well, before we started this conversation, Angelica and I were talking about the energies lately
They're
and how
weird.
intense they have been and weird they have been. And we've been having a lot of glitches in the matrix, a lot of Mandela effects we've been noticing, and all kinds of strange things. So I did speak with the guides. They have said that we have jumped timelines repeatedly in the last few weeks, but also because there's a lot of upgrades coming down right now. There's a lot of interesting things that are happening energetically.
I don't know how many people do well with eclipses. Some people love eclipse energy, whether it's solar or lunar, they love it. When eclipses happen, that energy for days before and days after kind of wreck me. And I just
Eclipses
shut the
and full moons.
curtain. Yes, I just shut the curtain. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know what's going on outside. The temptation to crawl up under my bed is always there. If we could maneuver that. But I just don't like it. It's a very unsettling energy for me, having
I haven't
lunar
been able
or
to sleep
solar.
properly for a week.
Yeah, me too. And that's probably from the planetary alignment that happened. That would be
I'm
my
not even
guess.
tired. 3 a.m. and I'm wide awake.
Well, you should call me. That's when I'll answer the phone at 3 a.m. And I'll probably be feeding the cat because he likes to eat at 3 a.m. and 4 and 5 and 6 too. So, yeah, we're awake at 3 a.m. Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jessica says this new moon Friday will be like a mini eclipse. It already feels like one. Although I do like new moons. New moons are my favorite in way of lunar anyway.
well, the native people call a new moon a black moon, and they think that is when you refresh and start over. like you restart things, you start over new, like fresh. And so that is an interesting fact to me. And I think this is supposed to be a full, am I wrong? It's supposed to be a full lunar eclipse, and they're calling that a black moon as well, which is odd to me.
It's your time to shine.
Or not shine, as the case may be. Maybe it's time to cut the light off. I'm not sure how that works. No, that doesn't sound good. So maybe we'll cancel that one. People say, how do I get rid of a thought I shouldn't have? Cancel. You just cancel it. And you don't think about it anymore.
Any idea why the energies are like that, though? Why people are struggling to sleep so much?
I do. I think it's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and that energy goes up, into the, I don't want to say collective, even though that's a good word for you. But, it goes up into the others, into everything. And then you have all the astrological stuff going on, and then you have the earth kind of in revolt about people being not very kind to it. So you've got these different layers of things going on all the time, and it's bound to affect, especially people that are extremely sensitive, it's bound to affect them. If you take everything else out of the equation, all those things by themselves will certainly cause problems for sure. And I'm not a good sleeper normally, and I have been having the most vivid, incredible, crazy, or not crazy, kind of nighttime experiences. We'll call them that. We won't call them dreams. We won't call them traveling. We'll just call them experiences. How about that?
So, do you mind elaborating on what some of these things are like? Because I'm curious now.
I was in this. See, I remember that in perfect detail, but I can't tell you what I had for lunch yesterday. That's funny, isn't it? Yes. I dreamed it. I was in a room, and it was a strange room. It was sort of round, and it had these kind of round windows that looked out, but you couldn't really see anything. So I assumed it was up pretty high. And it had this strange machine and strange people in it, and they were talking to me about how they made souls. And I thought, yeah, this is not what I want to dream about. I don't want to know about this. And it was a very peculiar thing, but it was sort of it had a kind of a galactic thing going on there.
Make souls, like how it comes from source, or are we talking when a mommy soul and a daddy soul love each other?
No, it's more like we're sending souls to people's bodies, but I think it was it was a metaphor. It was not actuality. I don't think there's a room with people making souls. I don't think that's
well,
true.
I mean, we have, what's funny is that the birds and the bees have been coming up a lot recently. I've seen birds and bees everywhere. So I was having kind of a joke with I'm like, the message of spring.
That's funny.
Birds and bees. What's up with that?
I haven't seen too many bees, though somebody did tell me they were seeing bees all over there. But I have birds because I've been trying to get them to come to my feeder. And then this is odd, but one day I went out, I have this cement wall, like a little short retaining wall, and I just put bird seed on there. And then I recently got a pole put up to put bird feeders up on. But I was outside, it was hot, it was humid, it was terrible. And I had this bag of seed, and I thought, I'll go put it out now because maybe they're hungry. So I go out. I can see the full length of my yard, okay? Like there's nobody sneaking up on me, okay? I go out there. It takes 3 seconds to scoop a cup of birdseed, okay? So I scooped I looked down, I scooped the seed, I looked up, and there was a deer standing there. Right there. And, because I see things differently than most people, I had to think, is this like a live deer? Or is it one of those things that I see on occasion that aren't? and then she swatted a fly off of her ear, and I thought, oh, she must be live, And so I looked at her, and she was really close. If I had leaned forward, I probably could have touched her. But I didn't want to frighten her. And I said, I talked to her though. I got seeds for you. And I started laying them. She didn't move. I laid them down on the thing. Then I thought, it's really hot out here. I should go get them some water. So I went and got a plastic bowl that I will never use again for myself. Filled it up with water. But when I took that out, she was kind of scared of it. And I said, no, no, it's okay. It's for you. And I put it down. And before I could get back around to where I could look out the window, she had already put her head in the water. So I knew she.
She could
But
probably smell it. I bet she was very thirsty. Very nice of
she
you.
she she ate. She went and nibbled off some trees, which had some of this Virginia creeper that's so bad, like it's awful. And she helped herself to that. I said, "You can have all of that you want. That's an invasive species. Go ahead." And then she went up to the corner under a tree and laid down and stayed there for about an hour and a half. And I thought she might be pregnant. I thought, I hope she doesn't like nest there. I don't know how I explain the neighbors to have a deer and its baby in my backyard. So anyway, but it was, and she eventually she got up and kind of meandered and went on down the alley, and I thought, well, I don't, that was weird. Don't you think that's weird?
I mean, I think a lot of things are weird right now. Most things are acting like they
I
normally
live in
do.
the middle. I live in the middle of town. I mean, I am not close to wildlife. Except for squirrels and like bunnies and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't know where she lived. Clearly, she knew where she lived. Maybe they hang out at the cemetery. I don't know. But I mean, how would that? That was just so bizarre to me. Just it was just so weird. I enjoyed it. Now I keep looking for her, and I
I
keep
think things
looking
are
to
going to
see
get
if she's.
weirder. Personally, with the shift intensifying, that's one of the things that the guides have said to me is that like, just don't expect things to be normal. Things are going to start changing in all kinds of ways you wouldn't normally expect.
Well, I'm used to having birds. I'm used to having all kinds of birds. I'm used to having squirrels. They get to be kind of well, I think the blue jays keep them in check, but they get to be kind of bossy with the other creatures. I have a bunny for the first time who lays in the middle of the yard for reasons I'm not sure of. And then I have a little baby groundhog, which is scary because, they eat everything and they're not very pleasant. But anyway, I have a little one of those. And this is the first, or maybe the second time I've had a deer. I mean, that was, but she was
I
so
think
close.
groundhogs are hilarious, though. There's this one video of this gentleman that went and put up a fence around his garden because something kept sneaking into the garden, and he was wondering what it was. So he put up a camera next to the garden, and he realized there's a groundhog that'll go into the garden and take vegetables. But now that the camera has been set up, this cheeky groundhog will take a vegetable, go right up to the camera, and eat it in front of the camera.
Like it says, yeah, look what I'm doing right here with this carrot. I got your carrot. So I agree. The energy is weird, and I get very unsettled when the energy is weird. And I think there's a lot of things that contribute. People don't realize that even their own thoughts contribute to things sometimes. And we are not separate. That's a thing Siddhartha says a lot. We are not separate. We're not separate from anything. We are part of everything. And because we are part of everything, what we think makes a difference. So, but
It makes
yeah,
sense for all sorts of reasons. I
of
mean,
course it does.
sovereignty, for example, we've noticed that because there's a client that came to us the other day for a recheck. It's what we say when we clear somebody again after we've already cleared them once before recently. So we did a recheck on this person, and I asked what is their area of vulnerability because this client is doing everything right, supposedly. She's doing the sea salt baths, she's smudging the home every day, she's doing the psychic protection, she's keeping up with the spiritual hygiene, she's doing everything right. So I said, what's going on? Because she says she's doing all these things. And the guide says she's doing it from a place of fear.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
It doesn't. If you don't do it from a place of empowerment and a place of, of certainty, if you don't even
Yes.
believe in what you're doing. And I asked, I said, what is the difference? If she's going through the motions versus like strongly believing. And they said, well, think of it this way. Think of creating something in the astral. If you truly believe in that thing, like you are so convinced that it's real, it's like made of solid steel in the astral. But if you look at it and you think, oh, that's not real, that's, or
It's
maybe
not going to work.
it's
Yeah,
like it's made of
exactly.
flimsy plastic. Like it's not even, it's not, you know.
Well, that is absolutely truth. You have got to have it's a feeling. It's not even. Think about fear. Fear is a feeling. Where does it live? It lives in the solar plexus. It lives in this gut area. That's
Right.
why when somebody says something and it hurts you, it hits you in the gut. That's what they say. Oh, that just hit me in the gut. Well, this is where emotional things live, and they do play a part in what we call to us. So if you're just doing this salt bath because you're afraid something bad's going to happen to you, or if you're just doing smudging because you're afraid of what might happen to you, this is not the feeling you want to have when you're doing that. You want to be going, you know, I am empowered. This is my power. I am stepping into it. And people use the word power in really not good ways sometimes, but power can be a good thing, not a negative one, in the sense that you are empowered. You are gifted with this natural ability to be that way if you choose to use it, right?
Yes.
That's the trick, isn't it? If you choose to use it. Now, you don't want
Give
it
your
to
power away very easily.
That's it. And we do it. We do it all the time without even realizing we've done it. Or people try to grab it in a way that's not good, which also doesn't work. But yeah, so to feel confidence, and people get ego and confidence confused. They are not the same thing. They're separate things. Get Siddhartha to give you his lecture on that one day. He will go through the whole thing for you. But he's right. I mean, confidence you need to survive. You need it to move forward. Otherwise, you're stuck in place in fear, right? If you don't have the confidence to speak up about something or to apply for a job, this has really real world practical effects. But if you don't have what it takes to say, this is how I'm going to live my life. You can do whatever you want. But if you don't have that ability to do that, you get stuck. You get stuck in place because you're afraid to change anything.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line, isn't it? You have to be willing to make an effort to, and even if it means you're outside of your comfort zone, outside of the box, that's all right. Outside of the box is a good place to be.
When I
Some of us,
when I'm smudging my house, I do it from a presence of this is my space. Anything that is not welcome
exactly.
in this space, this is my space. Like anything that comes in
Exactly.
here, you are not welcome if you are not of the highest of light. That is like a very like thing that and that works. I can feel it does.
Well, normally I like creatures great and small, but I had this infestation of little mice in my kitchen, and this one little mouse was very aggressive, right? Very aggressive. And I even got the humane traps and all these different. And of course, Leo is a diva, so he is
I was
not
gonna
really
say Leo's
good.
not doing his job.
He will not. He will not. He likes to watch them. He likes to chase them, but that's as far as he goes. He will not cross the line, to being a real cat and just like he won't do that. Now he might frighten them to death. That's true. But that's it. As far as anything else, he will not do it. No. But it's funny. So I had this wintertime battle with these little creatures, and this one was real. It was so aggressive in broad daylight with the kitchen light on, it decided to take a run across my kitchen counter. That was it. I'm like, that's it. You have crossed the line. This is my kitchen. You're out of here. I did chase it with a broom, but don't tell anyone.
The same thing because I got up at like I forget. It was like I said, I haven't been sleeping that well for the last 2 weeks or so. So anyway, as I was away for 2 weeks, right? So I went down to Missouri. So the night that I got back, I couldn't sleep. I was doing stuff around, and I thought I'm gonna get myself a little treat. So I went out into the kitchen and I opened my drawer, and there's a mouse in my
Oh
drawer. He looks up at me and I look at him and we both just stared at each other for about like I didn't even know what to do. And he looked at me like, what are you doing here? This is my drawer. So I have had to do the same. I took everything out of the drawer and scrubbed everything down. And I did. It triggers me. Mice trigger me a little bit,
Me too, especially when they're so aggressive that it's broad daylight and they're making a dash across my kitchen counter. That's like, no,
Give him 2 weeks and no
no.
humans around. They think they own the place. But you're right. One doing it in broad daylight, that's even more.
It was terrible. You could imagine how shocked I was to find that deer standing there. I mean, literally, I couldn't understand how it got there. It was 3 seconds. How long does it take to scoop up a little cup of seed? I mean, it doesn't take any time. And I looked up, and there she was. I didn't hear her walking down through my yard, which she would have had to do. I just did not understand that whole thing. That was so weird. That's like you and the mouse in the drawer. I think I had the same look on. And she didn't look too upset about it. She looked like, hey, you got the food. I'm here. You know? It was just funny, though. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, it's not even winter time. Normally they try to come in during the winter.
It was winter time when that happened, and everything's been cleared out. I haven't seen another one since. But yeah,
I moved out for being gone 2 weeks.
I took off the nice gloves because I thought, you're in my space. You're not going to be in my space. Get out. You cannot be in here.
Cap just said, "Voice trigger me too. One of my best friends died from hantavirus." Oh, Cap, sending you big hugs. That is why I scrubbed absolutely everything, and that is exactly why they make me a bit like, ooh. You know?
Well, that's what killed Gene Hackman and his wife. The actor and his wife was hantavirus.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I scrubbed absolutely everything in my drawer when I found that.
I know. I just can't stand it. I luckily had some help with demousing. You know, I had a young man bring me about 4 electric traps. Have you ever seen them? That was weird. That was very weird.
Conversations that you and I have. We just talk like
there are people at home going right now, electric traps? What does that mean?
Well, it's about 30 minutes into our chat. Do you mind if we bring in the man of the honor?
No, I was just getting ready to say that because I feel him over here.
He's like poking you in the shoulder saying, okay, you can stop talking about my stuff.
No, he's very polite. He gets very close, though. He'll get really close like a little kid. Are you ready? You know, it's kind of like, it's like when Leo wants a snack. Oh, please. I'm starving. Oh, that's so funny. But let me tell them before I go out. I've forgotten the name of our event. What is the name of our event? Can you look on our thing there? On our text that we sent you with the link. I lost you. I can't hear you. Hang on. I'm going to switch headsets. Now say something. Can't hear you. I don't understand why I can't hear you. I don't know what to do now. I can't hear you.
It's because I tapped the bloody thing somehow.
Because I see your mouth moving, but nothing was happening.
No, that's
I thought it was my headset, so I switched up.
I was laughing. I was like, oh, there must be a glitch in the Matrix. No, it's just a thing. No, I didn't realize I tapped it.
That's really funny.
Okay.
Let me just fix this little thing.
My brain needs to be switched on. So Angelica is doing an event. This is the Unlock Your True Potential with Siddhartha event. Are you ready to step into your full potential and embrace your unique person you are meant to be? Are you ready to shine your light in the way that only you can? This transformative online workshop will guide you in embracing your unique qualities, connecting with your inner guidance, and finding true joy and fulfillment in your journey. This will be on Wednesday, August 27th, 1 p.m.
Well, that's next week. So you can finish your thing and then you can come see us. How about that?
Perfect. The link.
So I want to tell people, because this is so funny to me. Sometimes we haven't done an event for 3 months because of a lot of different reasons. Mostly because I was really busy, but also because I just couldn't think of a really good subject. And then I decided the best thing to do was let him talk about a subject. So actually, we did it twice, one with a thought that I had about a subject and one with a thought that he decided on all himself. And I'll tell you something, he is so funny. He really is funny. What we do is I'll start a recording, like an audio recording, and I'll go into a trance, and he'll come in and he'll just talk for like 20 or 30 minutes. And we send that to Christopher, who makes up all this great stuff, the writing and the image and all of that, and gives it a title because I'm not good with titling things. But it was really funny because I said to Siddhartha, I don't have a title. You just talk. You talk about whatever you want to talk about. Well, we had gotten a question from somebody, which is a common question, and that's where he started. He started with that question. People was, will I ever see my guidance? Will I ever talk to my guidance? And he went right on from that question and for about 30 minutes talking about that. So that is how this has come about. People don't realize this is how, when we do an event, it's not about me because he's the one that's carrying the whole thing for a couple of hours, but it's about him being comfortable or having the idea of what he wants to talk about. So that is what I find really interesting. People think it's about me sometimes. It's not about me at all. It's always about him for me because he knows way better than I do. He's a smart cookie.
He certainly is.
Now you would probably have something funny to say about being a smart cookie, wouldn't you? So that's how it happens. You wouldn't believe that, but he just talks for like 20, 30 minutes, and we send that off to Christopher, and I sent him two choices, the one that I had in mind and what he had in mind, and he liked what he had in mind, so that's how we went. Isn't that fascinating that he can just sit down and do that?
He's got a gift.
Anna, you like her? Okay, I'm going. All right. All right, let's go. All right. Oh yes, no glasses. He doesn't like glasses. He doesn't need them. You don't need them. No. Mm-mm. All right, so we are light beings. Everybody take a breath here. There you go. We are light beings. We release all of our past negatives. We seek the light. We're protected by the light, surrounded by the light, aspire toward the light, accompanied by the light. We are light beings. And we thank the universe for all it has given to us today and in the future. There you are.
Hello, my friend.
We are happy to see you.
I
We
am very
agree.
happy to speak with you.
The hair is crazy today, isn't it?
Yes. Angelica and I were talking about our hair before we began. Yes.
We are amused by that. We don't have to worry about hair. We're just saying.
Yeah. I didn't want to look like a drowned rat today since we're already talking about vice.
We are not thinking you could ever look like that. That's impossible.
Oh, thank you, my friend. So what have
You're
you been?
very well. Well, that's a funny question. We are doing our work like we always do it, and we meditate a lot, and we visit everyone that talks to us. That's a lot of work, you know.
Yes, it is.
You know, there are a lot of people talking to Siddhartha all the time.
I know. I'm one of them.
We are knowing that.
I talk to you all the time.
That's why you see statues everywhere you go. You'll find some in France too. We are pretty sure of it.
Sure. Yes.
We
And
like
I
that.
see little synchronicities that remind me of you. And I think, oh, Siddhartha is here. I see 108 and I think, oh, hi, Siddhartha. I say it
That
all
is that is what we use for. That's our number. That's our real number.
Mhm.
It's also our real birth date. People don't realize that, but that's 108. It's very important. Do you notice the mala beads always have 108,
Yes.
right? That's that's our number. What do you think of that?
I love that.
We like it too.
What is your favorite crystal, Siddhartha?
Are we needing to have one?
I'm just curious. If I were to get you a crystal as a present for your birthday, what would you pick?
We like your quartz, your regular quartz. It's very sweet. But
Yes.
we like everything. Earth is a big crystal to us.
Yes, it
You
certainly
see
is.
what we mean?
Uh-huh.
We like to see it, in a different perspective than what human beings see it. We like to look down at it if we can do, and we like to look up at everything else. It's very nice. It's very pretty. Don't you think so?
Absolutely. And I think that the earth is getting prettier by the day as the vibration goes up.
There are giant crystals underground. We think it's in Mexico or someplace like that. But they found them by accident. You can't go visit them because there's too much, some kind of toxic gas. But the crystals are huge. Have you seen that?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we like that. Too bad they're not on top of the earth instead
They're
of
a type of
underneath it.
gypsum, or it's like selenite. So they're very
Yes,
high vibrational crystals as well.
yes, but they're very pretty. We like that.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's very interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I bet you
We
there's a lot of more that are undiscovered that are even bigger than the Nyaka caves.
very many than that, and they're in odd places you wouldn't look. What has ice on it now did not always have ice. You know what we're saying?
Yes. Yes.
And imagine what's under that.
Well, the ice seems to be melting, so maybe we'll find it.
We wouldn't wish for that, and your world would go like this, and what would happen would not be good, we
Well, they're
think.
saying that's what's happening, but very slowly.
Yes, don't worry, you won't have to reincarnate when it isn't straight like it's supposed to be.
Yeah. So is it going to move again? A lot of people are wondering about the changes that the Earth are going to experience over the next decade or two.
Earth is not a fast moving creature. She takes a long time. Mother Gaia, we call her. She takes a long, but she tells people when she's not happy, they just don't listen. Their hurricane, earthquake, fire, all of that. That is her saying, I'm not happy with this, but they don't listen. You see?
We
One,
have had some weather anomalies, but a lot of this also seems to be man-made too. Humans messing with the weather and the natural rhythm of things.
people believe that. It's not always true.
Yeah.
But the way people do that is unsuspecting, is that the right word? Is not expected, right?
Yes.
They do things that they don't realize that this is causing pain to Earth. They don't realize that they're doing it, but they do it usually for not good purpose. You see what we mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a lot of people, it's just a few people who are in charge of certain things because they have investment, right? What they
So do
don't
you think that
realize that
Earth is changing though in a positive way, even with all the damage that humans are doing to it?
it tries. It tries to. She tries very hard to get straight. Not this way, we don't mean like, but to get things to grow and thrive and, all of that. And there are people in the world that help. You've probably seen there is in Africa, we don't know what country, but there's an African place where they rescue baby elephants whose mothers have been killed.
Yes, there's a few different ones. Are you talking about Sheldrick?
Yes, that is the one we believe we're talking.
Yes, I know my rehabilitation places. I know them very
Yes,
well.
you
I used
do.
to work with many of them.
There's some other place that tries to save rhino, yes?
Yes, there's a lot. Tula Tula. There's so many of them, and I know most of them. I honestly, they're one of my favorite places in the world to visit.
Yes, we know that. It's why we brought it up.
Thank you.
We wanted to remind you that there are beautiful places like that because they are protecting what belongs to Earth. These are not people's animals, they are Earth animals. Yes,
Yes.
it's true. We have noticed, and this is a funny thing to notice, we have noticed more firefly. You know firefly?
I
The
did notice
little,
that this year. Yes, we had a lot of them here in Central PA.
yeah,
Yes.
and they blink. They're so pretty.
Hmm. I
People
saw a
use,
gigantic one in when I was in Grenada. It was about the size of my thumb. I didn't know they got that big. It was one of the world's largest fireflies. It looked like a fairy. It was
Yes,
just, and it
people
didn't
do
blink. It was
think.
solid light, and it just flew through the garden. I was like, I swear, I'm tripping. I swear, it looked like a fairy. And I got a little closer to it, and it was. It was a giant lightning bug, about this big, huge, about an inch long.
We have a paradox for you. You want to hear it?
Of course,
Maybe it was a fairy pretending to be Firefly.
I did
Ah,
have that thought, and I probably gaslighted myself immediately upon having that thought.
because it's possible. People don't realize what's possible, but and people sometimes have been able to see it as it is or as it isn't. Do you understand what I mean? That's a paradox, yes?
Aiden and I have had a conversation like this where we were walking through the woods, and he saw a fairy, and I saw a moth. But what's funny is that it disappeared, and we couldn't decide who was right because we couldn't find it. So maybe he's right, maybe I was right. You never know.
Well, we will just err on the side of a child because they see things that adult people cannot. And
Exactly.
we will say it did not disappear. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We
So
like to tease you. You know that, right?
well, this is the thing. We have been conditioned to believe that all of this is nonsense, that the children are just making up imaginary friends, that anytime you see something like this, you're just hallucinating or using your imagination. But there are times when I see things, especially in my peripheral vision, that I know I
Yes,
see it clear as day and I
yes.
know what I saw. But even though I turn my head, it's gone.
Well, it's probably still there, but it has adjusted itself so that you cannot see it. You see?
Yes.
So, like, it's still probably there at your vision, right? That you're saying this way. But it will say, she saw, we'll just shift so that she cannot see us. People think that Siddhartha is not real too. They think we're nonsense, we're imaginary, we're this, we're that. But we are not. We are here. We don't care what people think of us or what they call us. We will tell you funny thing though. When people used to come to us in person, we would have persons sitting across from us, and they would not. They would be thinking. We could hear their thought. They would be thinking, "This is not real. This is fake." And we would say to them, "You can believe this is fake if you want to. We don't care. Our thing is to help you if we can do it. It's up to you to take advantage of our help if you want it. We can't make you want it." And then they would be so embarrassed because they knew we'd heard what they were thinking.
Yeah.
So we like to do that sometimes too. That seems kind of mean, doesn't it? We are not mean, we promise.
No, of course not. But I do
But
think that people are starting to be more sensitive to these things. They're starting to notice these things
yes,
more.
well, like your child, uh, uh, the numbers of people coming up that are not usual people. Understand?
Yes.
Like you and our vessel and a few other people, it was less earlier to have people like this that have evolved, right? And uh, now, children who come into the world, not all of them, okay, but a lot of them, if they have proper parents, can evolve more as human being because they're here. You understand what I mean? In other words, they come into the body made to uh, create new things, to create new art, new music, new scientific discovery, all of that, because they're not coming from here. They're coming from other places.
Hmm.
What do you think of that?
A lot of my friends are galactic. I hang out with them every day having conversations with galactic beings. And so I think we're about to get more friends coming in as we evolve and expand our consciousness and have less fear of these things.
Always fear is a deterrent. You understand?
Hmm.
It's in anger and hate and frustration and anxiety and depression. All of those things are deterrent. They're distraction. That's all. They're not real, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, there are things that you should be afraid of. You don't want to get bitten by a snake, right? Or a shark. In your case, you're always in the ocean. But you see what we mean?
Yes.
There are certain physical precautions to take, but really you don't need to fear. What you fear, you can make happen. You don't want it to say it.
I think of fear as beastie food. Like
Well, we don't know about that, but it's probably
the
true.
entities love fear. That's their main form of sustenance.
Yes, they do try to do that when they are around. They would like you to be afraid. That's the only power they've got is to make you be afraid.
Yes.
But we think it'd be better to be afraid of a shark. That's what we think.
At least then you'll keep your distance and more respect for the shark.
Yes, yes. The shark's very clever. They're smarter than people know.
Yeah.
But, sometimes hunger wins over. That's a bad joke.
I've heard humans don't taste very good. That's why the sharks usually spit us out.
We like to hope so. That's true.
Yes. We
Now,
did have
sometimes,
some questions popping up, if you don't mind me asking.
yes, please do. We like it.
Yes, Dipti would like to know, when is Siddhartha's birthday? We see a lot of different dates. And since we were just talking about your birthday, would that be, you say 108, is that January the 8th or August the 1st?
January the 8th is what our birthday celebrated in China.
I see.
And we think it's very close to accurate date. And that is why, as we said, like the mullahs have 108 beats, and when people go around the stupa in India 108 times. Do you understand what we mean?
Yes.
They
Yes.
think of it as sacred number, and we like it. Now, technically, we were reborn then. We don't know. We don't remember because we've been many thousands of years since we were on Earth, if you understand what we mean.
Yes.
And many people celebrate in March or May. We don't mind having 3 or 4 birthdays a year. Do we get a cupcake for every one of them or something like
You
that?
deserve one, yes.
Or Indian food. We like to go down the street for Indian food. We like that.
So good. We'll celebrate then on January 8th for your birthday.
If that we think that's the best number too.
Okay. Perfect.
I like that.
Let's see. Any other questions? Let's see. I thought I saw another one. Solara would like to know. Hello, Solara. I just wanted to ask, what is the 5D shift exactly, and what is happening to the Earth shift? Does this kind of process happen anywhere else besides Earth?
We're going to dispel a myth, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Where we live, of course, there is no space, there is no time. Time is a human conception. Are there multiple dimensions? We don't call it that. There are realms, there are astral planes, that are different than where you live, certainly true. They're energetic, they're not physical. You understand what we mean? And
Yes.
so we see no difference between 3 or 5 or 8 or 110. Many human beings like to use this like graduation. I'm now in the eighth dimension. How do you know that? Do we need to get you a cap and gown for that? We don't know what that means. Because for us, everything is one thing, not separate things. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense.
When you are, if you travel, if you haven't learned to do it, please do. If you're out of your body, you can learn to leave your body at will. That's what Vessel does. She's gone. She's not here. She's out fixing somebody who's sick, we think. That's what she's doing. And she leaves enough of her energy here to breathe, to remember to breathe. Otherwise, Siddhartha would forget. And that would not be very pleasant, would it? So it's good to breathe, yes.
Yes.
But while the physical engine is breathing, right, you can leave your body and protect your body while you're gone. You can do that. But when you're gone and you're out of your body, you can go anywhere you think. So if you think, I'd like to see my Aunt Mary in San Francisco, you end up there. Okay. If you say, oh, I'd like to be on Mars, you end up there. If you think, oh, I want to see Saturn's rings, well, you end up there. You see what I mean? You are not limited in time and space at all. You are allowed to be wherever your mind can take you. Usually, what happens is when people get out of their bodies, they're frightened. Oh my God, what if I die? What if
Or
this
like
means.
startled. I get
Yes.
startled. Yes.
Well, you don't have to be scared. It's normal. It's good for your essence, your soul, okay, to leave from time to time to get vacation. You need physical vacation, right? Well, soul needs a little vacation too sometimes. So why not? You can travel timelines when you're out of your body sometimes. Not all people can do it, not consciously anyway. But you can do this, and it's a very fascinating experience if you're brave enough to try, okay? But we think all of you are meant to do it. If you're watching this, you're meant to do it, or you would not be watching Siddhartha talk about it. Come on, that was a little funny, wasn't it?
I do think that there's certain hints to let you know that you are in the right place at the right time, and I feel like whenever our community comes together, it's always that right time.
We think that no one finds us by mistake, okay? They don't find by accident. They don't get referred without a good reason, a good energetic reason. Do you understand what we mean?
Yes.
So even if you don't get everything we say, even if you don't agree with it today, you may agree with it 25 years from now. That's interesting too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You can grow and evolve, and all of a sudden people will go, "Oh, that's what he was talking about. I get it now." Like 30 years later, you get it. It would be good if you got it a little sooner, which is saying that's funny too, isn't it?
It does take time. It's funny. One of our people, Lori, in the comments just said, "I just realized I live in apartment number 108." There
Then you live in a blessed apartment. Why not?
you go.
It's very many numbers are blessed, blessed, blessed or blessed. Which is it? Is it
But I guess
blessed? Okay. Well, because like 11, two dots, 11, 11, 11 is a very popular number, and people say that's an angelic number. 11, 1, 1, 1, 3 ones, 11,
yes, we
11,
call those
and
angel numbers. Yes, it's
there
like a
are
number
angel numbers.
from our guides.
Yes, and the two twos and all of the doubles are angelic numbers. And it's very funny because culture makes a difference. In the East, 5 is a very important number. In the
Yes,
West, people don't like 5 because it seems unlucky to them, because
it's the
it's
number of
not
change. I like
balanced.
five is a good number.
Well, there you go. So you're from the East. We knew that all along. We
Yes,
do think you should travel East, by the way. We'll just tell you that since we're talking.
I have been pondering that. There's a few different countries that I would like to go to, but I don't know if they're as east as I don't know. We're talking about maybe going to Greece or Turkey or Egypt, but I was thinking maybe even India would be a nice place to go at some or Tibet
Yes.
or Nepal, something like that.
Yes, we would like to say that India is very good. Don't go when it's hot. Okay. It's too hot. Don't go when it's
No,
too
I
hot.
know. I've heard. I
And then the other thing is the food is very good. And
love Indian food. Yes.
Nepal is beautiful. Okay. It's not this hot. It tends to be there. You don't want to go in the winter time. Okay. There you don't want to do that.
Good to know.
So you want to go when it's more like, yeah, what would be warmer, right? Because it's not hot there like India. So you want to go. Nepal is good, good idea. But we were thinking, and you might not want to, but China or Japan or Thailand
I've
or
had many past lives in China.
yes,
I
we
would
think
love
it
to go
would. We think if you went there, you'd be very surprised. It's not what people think. It's beautiful there. Get
there.
out of the city, okay?
Yes.
And if you go to Japan, same thing. Do not go to the city. Get out of the city. Go to Kyoto or go to the little town that is next to that one. Go to the little historical places because you'll remember things. True.
Thank you. That's a good suggestion. I don't
Yes.
I don't need a good excuse to go traveling. You know me.
Shall we give you the itinerary? We'll just make a little note. We'll tell Vessel to send you a list.
It's so funny, and you must have been listening to our conversation to even have this brought up because we were talking about going to where you were from.
Yes, we like that idea very much.
Yes, we want to go to your town and go to where you were.
Well, remember that Nepal too was still India at the time that I
Yeah.
lived there.
Yes.
It didn't break off till later when there were issues with religious issues, right? And then we would walk. Siddhartha likes to walk. I do. I could not help it. So I would walk from where I was born and lived, and I had a route that I would walk. I liked it. It took about a year to walk it. We would go to the Ganga River because I loved that. And when it was too cold, we'd go to the Ganga River. When it's too hot there, we'd go back up to Lord Shiva's mountain, which is in Nepal, part in Nepal, part in India, we think.
Lord
We
Shiva's mountain. Are people still kind of fearful to go up the mountain, or do they still
we
try
don't
to
we,
go up
we don't think they let people go up, but you can look at it.
that? Interesting.
We have to tell you we used to go up, but don't tell Shiva that, all right? We'll keep it a secret. He might not like it. We were on his
You do
mountain.
know that Lord Shiva is my favorite deity, right?
Oh, we cannot believe that.
Well, you're an ascended master. They're slightly different.
Hmm. Well, you'd be surprised if you knew our whole history.
Well, do tell.
We will not. We are amused because truly the incarnation we had is Siddhartha, is the one, we're going to say this gently, is the one that we like the best.
I see.
And in that body, how do we put it? The being that we call Siddhartha today, or the partial being, we can't be total in this body, but was a different type of being, a better, not better, mm, a being who had the ability to incarnate into physical, but known by another name. There's a puzzle for you. You're
Hmm.
going to have to think about it.
Well, I already am.
We know that. Now you'll be distracted by that, won't you?
Interesting, because we do know that there are a micro and macro version of things. Like you have this like your higher self, your oversoul is extremely powerful to the point where you couldn't possibly fit it into one body. So it splits itself across all of these different incarnations that are all happening simultaneously.
That sounds very complicated, but
I
I,
know.
I can tell you that all the masters and the gods and goddesses and on and on and on, whatever you want to think, even Joshua, they call it
Yes,
Yeshua,
yes, Yeshua, yes.
even he could do this. All right, he could. It's we would call the modern word for his biolocation, where you can be in 2 places, 3 places, 500 places at one time if you want to. Chinese doctors very good at that, by the way.
Mm.
He's very good at it because he likes to work, so he just does this a lot. And he will go help a dozen, 100 people at a time. He can do that. He's good at it. And we do it from time to time, kind of often. Archangel Michael does it, for example. There are
Yeah.
many beings that can do that. Human beings can do it too if they learn how to do it from a master. You see?
Mm-hmm.
From a guru, from a yogi. But the soul that was Siddhartha was a very chosen incarnation for a certain uh, being. We'll just put it like that.
Ah.
So you'll have to figure it out. We're not going to speak it and we're not going to promote it. We'll just say that the human incarnation of Siddhartha was more than he appeared to be.
Really?
Yes, of course.
How
Many
exciting and interesting.
many masters are like this too. People think that, oh, this is human being. No, they started elsewhere. The soul of that being is different than souls of other beings that come in. And it is intentional. And very often they sacrifice their life for humankind, for human, what do they call it? Humanity.
Yes.
And that is a very big sacrifice if you think about it. But it is their love that they have for people. Yeah. Yes.
Honestly, I'm amazed that somebody so powerful could even take a human vessel in the first place. You must have had to like dip your pinky in there.
It's like that. It is like that. You're not wrong. It's like putting your pinky in a teapot in a teacup,
It's
right?
like that. It's like okay, I'm in the vessel now. Like, yes.
Our vessel talks about the first time we were with you on a food case, and we created this golden earth. It was a ball. It looked
I
like earth.
remember very, very clearly. Yes.
And we could see each one of the people watching where they were, and we were just touching them like that. And we knew who would be watching later. We touched all of those people too. And as we were sitting there, Vessel was standing in the dining room, just so you know, and she was watching all of this, going, "What in the world is going on with it?" Because she couldn't understand. And then she suddenly had this realization that my Siddhartha, the Siddhartha that comes into body, is only a little bit of what is really Siddhartha. And that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell.
So we are getting some more pieces of the puzzle now.
Ah, you are. Little
Yeah.
bit. We don't think you will figure it out, but if you do, you text Vessel and we will confirm or not.
So if I guess right, you'll tell me.
Yes,
All right, good to
and
know. But
we
now
will
I'm shy to start guessing.
and we will explain too. We'll explain all of that. But you know, many of these great beings have the capacity to do that. Now, the reason we come in this way, in this life, is one, we chose it before this vessel was born. And because we have a relationship with her from a long time, she doesn't know that, don't tell her. And then uh, we are amused because someone we talked to yesterday was amused. We call our vessel, just vessel, right? Vessel?
Yes.
It's the physical part is vessel. Vessel is Angelica is gone, but vessel is here, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we say vessel. But we do call cat, not his name, because he's cat. All cat, in fact. More cat than most people need, we think.
I think he's a prince cat.
Yes, he's a
He's a royal cat.
very regal cat, very majestic. And you know, he will not lift a finger to chase. Oh, they don't have fingers, do they? Paw. Will not lift a paw to chase a little mouse. He won't do it. He's beyond it, right?
Probably remembers being worshipped in Egypt, and now he says, "You chase it and bring me the mouse."
Well, we think he does enjoy watching them. He just doesn't do. You know, he likes
Oh.
to watch for that. But even the watching frightens them, we think. That's pretty
Well,
amusing
it's
to us.
funny. For quite a long time, right at the beginning of our friendship, I should say, this was about 2 years ago, I have noticed that I have changed the way I feel about things, about my presence among all of these powerful beings that we work with. Because when I first started doing clearings, for example, and learning about the world and learning about what we are actually dealing with, I felt, and in fact, I even use this analogy. I felt like a very small mouse in a very big kitchen.
Can we tell you something? Can we tell you something?
What's that?
It's very specific to you, which is when we met you like this, right? We knew you before, but when we met you like this, we wanted you to know that one of the reasons we asked you to talk to us is because we had hoped that our energetic would affect you in a way that would change the way you looked at things.
Hmm.
Did
Certainly
it
has.
work?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. in every aspect of my life.
We are thinking
Varying
so
degree.
too, and that's what we wanted to do because we wanted to give you better opportunity, better perspective, more. You know what is more? We talk about what is more all the time. It's what's beyond human beings. It's more. People are more than they know. They're more talented. They're more this. They're more that. But they don't want to grasp or to embrace that. Is what we want to say. And they're afraid to.
Change is
You are fearless, so we didn't think you'd have a problem with embracing something new. But we had hoped that our energetic would affect you in a way that would change the way you viewed the world.
it
Did it
certainly.
work?
Oh yes, to a major degree.
We think
Although
you
it's
are.
funny, I now I look at everybody as an equal. Though, funnily enough, I don't know if it's Dolores Cannon or what, but I realize now the understanding that we are all source
You're
means
right.
that I am you, you are me, we are all together, as they say.
Everything. Remember, we told you. We
Yeah,
everything. We are all part of everything. The all, if you want to call it that. We are part of the all. We're part of everything. So what we do to one or to another, we do to ourselves. There's no getting around it. You
yeah.
put uh, you put chemical in the water, you end up drinking the water too. You see, it's not separate from you. People think it is, but you know when you do something like that, you pollute water, you drink the water, right? Does it make sense to pollute the water? It does not, and people don't get it. They don't understand it. But in fact, you are all one thing. All you are all. That's it. You are as much part of the moon and the stars and the earth and the sky and the water
Mhm.
and the bird that you watch out the window. You're just as much a part of that because you are part of everything. And you will find as time goes along, in 2 years from now, you'll be different. Total different person. Trust us, yes?
Oh, I mean, looking at the person I was 2 years ago versus the person I am now are completely different people.
Yes, well, you just watch. It will change you.
How exciting!
Yes, or scary. It might be scary too. Don't be scared though.
I honestly, what's funny is that when you deal with the darkest beings, out there, and you know that fear is their food, I think empowerment comes easy now. I think, I can tell them off a lot easier than I can get scared now.
Well, the other factor is they have absolutely no power over you.
Oh, I can
None.
feel that. Mm-hmm.
None. And if people would recognize that, they would not have fear at all. They would be totally clear of that. And their vibration would go up because they have no fear. Fear is a thing that. Now, sometimes fear in the physical can save your life, okay? We won't
Healthy
deny
caution.
that fear will say, "Don't walk on the train track. The train is coming. Are you crazy? Get back out of there." It will do that. And sometimes anger will save your life because you're being chased through a dark parking lot at night, and someone is following you, but you have the what do they call it? The chemical that makes you
The adrenaline.
more yes, makes you more strong and more able to protect yourself because you're angry about this thing
I call
happening
it
to
righteous
you.
anger. Righteous anger can be very powerful. That's what gets
Correct.
shit done, as they say.
So for a physical body, these things happen to protect it. That's its version of protection. Now your spiritual body doesn't need that. You see, your spiritual body is sovereign to you, your consciousness, your light, if you want to call it that.
Yes.
And light is the most beautiful thing, isn't it?
So this is why, with your free will, you can declare your sovereignty and push back beings that would wish to take that away.
Correct. And sometimes people allow that to happen, where they keep coming back, oh, this is happening, that is happening. Don't allow it to happen. It's simple. You just don't allow it. You stand up for yourself. It's that feeling right here that we talked about earlier. And you say, no, that's not going to happen. That will not happen. Done. Like that.
You have the
And
full power
sometimes
of force behind your no if you really own that no.
a hand gesture goes a long way to this. No, done, complete. You'll notice when we do meditation and so forth, we will clap or we will blow like that because that is sort of a way to do some people would call prayer or an energetic uh, expulsion to the direction that that energy needs to go. That's how we do it.
So I'm just curious, Siddhartha, there are beings out there that exist. Some of our friends that even help us come in and do clearings. These beings, many of them don't have the broad spectrum of emotion that we do. In fact, some of them don't even have the depth of emotion that we do, but they consider that in some cases to be a blessing and not a blessing. So I'm wondering, with humans being so different from so many other galactics, with our emotions that are often all over the place, high and low, up and down, these sort of things. I'm just wondering, is that almost like an untapped superpower in a way? Or is that our intense emotion? Or is that something that kind of shoots us in the foot because we don't have control over it?
Two things will speak. Good question that you asked today. From Buddha's perspective, it is not that you do not have emotion. You have it. You watch it. You watch it, you understand it, you flow. You let it come in and go out like water, in and out.
Yeah.
So, in other words, you might be a very angry monk, but you're not angry. You don't feel the anger, but you know it's anger there. And you just let the anger come in, you acknowledge it, and it goes out again. And then
Right.
you're not angry.
Yes.
Do you ever watch Star Trek, the old one? Do
Of
you ever
course.
watch it? And you know, Mr. Spock is Vulcan, right? He has
Yeah.
no emotional content. He's half human, which is a problem. But the Vulcans have learned to not be emotional over things. They look at
Right.
things in a logical way. And Mr. Spock, on occasion, has a human regression and has
Yes.
to,
Yes.
it's not ever healthy for him, makes him kind of sick usually. But this is what you're really asking about. So the beings that you're talking about, they have emotion. They just have a different perspective on them. You see, so they can be like Buddhist monk and just let it come in and go out. They may not understand it because they've been energetic so long they don't resonate with that anymore. That's possible. However, without compassion, no being can help you do anything. They have to have a grace and understanding that what is happening to another human being or another being, can be cat, dog, person, whatever, uh, when they realize something is happening to that being or whatever type of being it might be, they can feel compassion for that and know that that it's not fair, that it is taking away that person's sovereignty, to take the right away to make a choice for themselves. Do you understand?
Yes.
And so, even though they may tell you that it's not really the truth, they have just lost perspective about what truth is because they have been that way for, like the Vulcans, very long time.
So they're more stoic. They're not cold.
Correct. They
Okay.
cannot be cold and do that work.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
I do. I mean, it obviously there are different races out there, and each one is different. So I guess each
Correct.
way that they interpret emotion would be different.
Correct.
And there are races I guess you would consider to be more cold, the reptilians, for an example. But at the same time, there are also others that out there that are kind and are the higher, the more light version, I
Yes.
guess. So it depends on the beings and where they're from
Frequency.
and their mindset, I guess.
Frequency.
Yes.
Vibration. This makes a difference. And that is tied into the emotional part of your solar. This chakra is connected to emotional things. Okay? And the frequency of this chakra can be depending on how a person feels, how they look at things, what they are afraid of, all of that stuff.
Yes.
And in some races, this chakra is not available or is not been used for so long. They forget. Or they never had it. That's the other option.
So do you think a very emotional race like ourselves, do you think that kind of shows that we are less mature than these other races, or is it just being different?
It is both. You are different, and that's why you are human and not something else. Is it immaturity? In some cases, yes. There's always, you have a lot of complicated things on your world. You know, things like drugs change the brain, things like, and we don't just mean the illegal ones, but even prescription ones can
Oh yeah.
change brain, right?
Alcohol, yes, all many different things.
So, what we're saying is there are many things that if you're all of the world, not just here where you live, if all of the world would change how they look at mind altering things and try to find the peace that is in their soul, the whole world would change immediately, overnight, instantly.
Yeah.
If if people could do, but they also come in at different levels of evolution. They come in with parents that understand or don't understand, or they're not good parents, or whatever it is.
Or they're
That
taught
makes a
to bottle their
difference.
emotions up by those parents. Yes. We've noticed that a lot, especially with young men.
Yes, we want to tell you that you are a very good parent to your child,
Thank you.
and we admire that about you.
Thank you. It means a lot.
And he is very smart, your child,
He is. Yes.
and
Very
he sees things. He sees from here and from here too.
He always knows. He says, "Mommy, can you check me?" And I check, and sure enough, there's usually something messing with him. Or if he's always very tuned in energetically. He knows if something is messing with him. He knows if somebody is visiting. Yes, he
And
does.
he is not afraid.
No, he's not.
And
Nope.
that lack of fear gives him all the power in the world that he needs.
Yes, that is one of the biggest things I teach him is to not be afraid of these beings. Yes.
We feel that eventually he will see us if he has not already, because we do check in on him from time to time.
Thank you for that. He's getting
That
better
is,
as well. His nose has started working. We've waited for 3 years at least for him to be able to smell. He lost his sense of smell during COVID, and he went over 3 years without being able to smell anything. And yesterday he goes, "Mommy, I can smell the popcorn," and I was like, "Yeah, see, it's working. It's getting better slowly but surely." So his gifts are coming online, but so are some of the other things that we were concerned about. So we're very happy.
well, keep in mind that people can smell. That's called, what is it called when they smell? Claragustus or something
Yes,
like that. And so he can smell, possibly the break in not smelling was to align the rest of him to be able to smell.
yes.
Do you understand what we mean?
Yeah, he can tell certain things that I can't. He's more tuned in than I am. So yeah, that's very true.
Well, so just tell him that probably the reason he could stop smell has realigned so he can smell. That's probably what, not smell physically, but otherwise. That's what we mean.
Mm.
People
Thank you.
always,
You honor me with that.
people always think that something happens to them is bad, and it might be inconvenient, but in the long and short of it, it's possible. Especially if you believe, yeah, you're going to get your smell back, you get it back in double.
I told them they're just doing some rewiring.
Correct.
Yes, it'll work. They're just working
It's
on it.
it's true of the ear, it's true of the eye, it's true of the crown, the
There's
root.
a gentleman too that we were doing clearings on, who has severe Tourette's, and we went to do a healing on him yesterday, and the soul guides were working on the neuro pathways in the brain. We called in our Arcturian friends to do psychic surgery on him, and they were saying that as a powerful starseed, sometimes you come into Earth trying to take a vessel, and that vessel, it's like trying to run a super program on an old computer.
Correct.
Yes. It doesn't
They
have the right
usually
wiring for
they
him to be
usually
able to work.
they usually try to line up with a genetic history that also has the same sort of abilities, maybe not as acute, right? But it's in the genetic pattern. You see what we mean?
Yeah.
Many people have that genetic ability to see or hear or feel or whatever, and it comes in that line. Now, because of the history, especially in America, that grandparents, parents, grandparents, and so far back, they were not allowed to have those abilities because it was considered evil, right?
Yes. Yes.
And it was not healthy for them. We hit this thing. Did we? Are we still in
Oh, you're good.
alignment?
I can still see you fine. You're good.
We didn't mean to do that.
No, you
That's
didn't.
usually she moves it back farther, so we don't do it. But what happens then is they may have the abilities, right? And it comes down, down, down. But until it gets to the person who really knows how to use it, it can't work. And when you suppress it, that makes it very difficult for you as a human being because you have that for a reason. You're not genetically predisposed for out, for not a good reason. If you're a math genius and you don't do math, what does that help you? You see what I mean?
Yes.
Or an artist and you want to be an accountant because you make more money, what does that help you?
No.
It's the same as that. The psychic senses are the same as that. You have to be willing to accept. And many people are told, that's crazy, you're just imagining, you had a bad dream, right? That's what they get told, correct? Your son does not get told that. So he has this open mindedness about, oh, yeah, lots of things are possible, you see?
Yeah.
And when he talks about it at school, he has a little problem from time to time,
I've
doesn't
told
he?
him, I said, there's the public and the private where we can talk about certain things. I
Well,
told him
tell
not to
him,
tell people I chase reptilians at school.
tell him that not all human beings are muggles. He'll find some people like himself too. Can you believe we use that word muggles? We
I
watch Harry Potter.
was stunned.
We
But
watch Harry
it's true. There's
Potter.
lots of muggles around. People, non-magic
Yes.
believers. We mean that in a nice way. But yes, there's a lot of people who don't believe in any of these things.
What is very sad to us is many of those same people have abilities. They know they have them, but they ignore them totally because what they're taught is that does not exist. And eventually, what happens is because of the paradox, we like that word today, because of the discrepancy in how they really are and what they're taught is so divergent, right? Is that a good word?
That's
So
a
far
great word.
apart
Yeah.
that they can't reconcile it, and then they have a lot of trouble with their mind and other things because they're not meant to be what they're trying to be. They're meant to be something else.
Yes. And we
It's hard
ignore
on
that
human
calling.
beings.
That calling will keep calling if you ignore it.
We hear people in the audience say, "Oh my God, that's me," right? Ask them, aren't you? Some of you have recognized what we have said to you today. And
Yeah.
some of you are a little late in the game to catch up, but you're not too late. Don't think you're too late. It's never too late. The only
Everything
time
happens
it,
meant to.
even if you think it's too late, it's not. Do not give up. Do not give in. Do not do it. That's a Buddhist expression too. Do not give up.
Well, is it possible today that we could get a little bit of healing or maybe do a guided meditation or a little bit of both?
Do you want to tell me how long we have to do it?
Oh, we've got another 30 minutes or so. So we got some time.
We love to talk.
I love hanging out with you. We have such wonderful conversations.
Well, it was quite good today. We think it was quite deep, and we think
Yes.
it touched a lot of people. And we like it when we touch a lot of people. That's the whole point. We like to touch as many people as we can do. And we know that some people just like to come see us too. And this way they can do it and they don't have to, uh, you know, make an appointment or any of that stuff that goes with the rest of these. But we are happy that you invite us on to do this.
I love these conversations. They are the highlight of my month.
That makes us very happy indeed. So we thank you for that. All right, let's do what we always do. Should we do? Okay. So let's take a breath in and see beautiful golden light, like a shift, coming down through your top of your head, your crown chakra here, to your third eye, to your throat, to your heart, to your solar plexus, to your root, no, to your sacral chakra, to your root, out the bottom of your feet, and out the palms of your hands. Okay? Now, we'll do this 3 times. So take a breath in and pull that beautiful golden light in, to the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral chakra root, and out your feet. We'll just clear you while we're at it. So in again, the second time, pull in beautiful golden light down to the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral chakra, root, and out your feet. Usually we get you to stop at solar plexus. Today we'll clear all of you. So pull it last time, beautiful golden light, straight in to the top of the head. Third eye, throat. Many people have closed throat chakra. We'll open that in a minute. Heart, solar plexus, sacral chakra, root, and out the feet, and out your palms of your hands. Okay. Very good. We like that. We want to take you on a journey today. Ah, you didn't know you'd be traveling, eh? Okay. So take a nice, long, slow breath. Okay. So you want to breathe in slow, hold it, and out slow. Same speed. In, hold, out. Like that. Okay. Now, we think we'd like to open your chakras because some of you have shut them. We'll start with ground. That should stay open all the time. So we'll have Chinese doctor make his little funnel, this little clockwise tornado, right, to the top of the head. And then pull that energy down to the third eye. And it will, third eye runs front to back, okay? Horizontal and vertical, okay? So it lines up with the crown. And the third eye, you may feel like touching, like somebody's touching your forehead. You may feel a tingle. You may feel heat. You resonate with energies the way it works for you, okay? Don't doubt it, all right? And then come down to your throat. Now, let's clear that throat because some people are having trouble with it. So we'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll send energy back and forth horizontally through the throat. We'll do counterclockwise to open. There we go. We like that. There we go. All right. Your throat is closed because you don't speak what you want. You can speak your truth and still be gentle. And if you're not gentle, people will not hear you. So speak your truth gently. You say to people, I have this intuition to give you. I have this idea or thought or belief or vibration, whatever you want to, whatever word works for you. I'd like to give you this intuition about you because it has come to me and I would like to share. If it does not resonate with you, that's all right. And then you speak your truth and you speak it gently. You know, you don't tell them you're really dumb because you're going out with the guy next door. You don't do that. Your choice of mate may be a little different than you think. You need to be careful, you know, be gentle like that. Okay? So open that chakra. We pull out all the stuff that's stuck there from years of not speaking what you want. There we go. And we will send it back on the right rotation. There we go. We'll go to the heart chakra. And the heart chakra holds a lot of different things, right? We think all of our emotions are there. That's not true. What's in your heart chakra usually is the joy, the excitement, the enthusiasm, Uh, every now and then, when people hit the place of grief or pain, that will be stuck there. So we want to clear that out. You do not have to carry grief. You do not have to carry guilt. Those are two things that do not serve you at all. So let's do this, okay? So we're going to clap. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to open the heart chakra counterclockwise, and we're going to clear it. All of what you don't need to keep, okay? Let go of it. You don't need grief. You do not need guilt, okay? You do not need a lack of confidence or anxiety or depression. Just get rid of everything that doesn't work, okay? Now we go clockwise like we should. We'll put beautiful golden light in your heart chakra because it likes it. If you see a different color, that's okay. Now, feel the joy. Feel your heart open for all the most joyful things you can imagine. What you want, a day you enjoyed, a place you like to go, a person you love, whatever it is. Allow it. Allow that to come into your mind. All right. Yes, we felt it. You probably feel it in your back too, because that will open as well. Now we come down to solar plexus, and since we've been talking about it so much today, it probably needs a little clearing too. So we will do that. So all of your fear, anger, upset, hurt, anything, your lack of confidence, you don't need to have that. You need confidence. Ego, yes, you can get rid of that if you want to. It doesn't really help you, usually. So sometimes fear and anger will protect the body, the physical body. That's allowed, it can stay, but everything else has to go. Anything you have a bizarre fear of, whether it's, dirty dishes or your shoes being on backwards or, whatever it might be. Car wrecks or sharks, is my vessel's not very fond of, whatever it is. So we'll let go of all of that. 1, 2, 3, 1. There you go. And we clear this, okay. We always clear counterclockwise, just so you know that. And then once it's clear and we pull everything out front to back, some people are having back issues. We'll just give you a little light for that too. There you go. It's always right there in the middle, isn't it? All right. Now we will send that chakra rotating in the right direction. Very good. And we'll put some beautiful yellow light in there, like a golden sun. We like to call it a golden Mayan sun. That's very nice, isn't it? All right. Now we come down to let's go to the Dantian for 1 minute. The Dantian is uh, sort of a martial arts version of a chakra, but not exactly. But they believe that the soul lives behind the Dantian. We don't know that that's true, but we know that light does live there. It's right behind the belly button, but it's underneath the solar plexus, and it's slightly underneath the sacral chakra. No, it's above. That's right. It's above the sacral chakra. So we're first going to open sacral chakra. Now, if you have any kind of, we want to be gentle here. If you have any kind of issue that was a violation of any kind, we'll put it like that. We're going to clear that right now. Don't have to think about it. We'll just clear it, all right? So get ready to release it. We'll count to 3. It's in the sacral chakra. 1, 2, 3. And we'll just open that up. Counterclockwise. We'll clear that. And we'll heal it too. We'll just heal it. We'll give you good light. There you go. Somebody asked for that, I think. All right. We'll clear the channel between sacral chakra and root because they are connected in a way. And we're going to clear root and we'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll allow. Now the root chakra is quite beautiful. Truthfully, it is a beautiful. We want to say a golden red, but you can see a red or whatever color works for you. Not brown though, don't do brown. And we'll clear it, keep clearing it until it's not brown. Whoever's having brown. Red is beautiful, like a sunset red, like that. Okay? And we'll clear that out very, and then the energy will go up into your hip joints and then down your legs, right? And out your feet to touch Gaia, to touch Mother Earth, and will help you stay grounded. And you will feel from the backbone, the tailbone, up your backbone. There, we'll just clear that. We're going to clear that again. 1, 2, 3. And we'll just do this. And we'll just do this. All right. Ah, we felt an odd thing right there. Let's clear that. All right. That's good. Over the shoulders. We'll clear shoulders too. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll get your joints there if you have pain. Also, somebody's out of alignment. Let's see if we can fix it. There we go. And down the, what is that? What is this called? No, what's called? Upper arm. Okay. So down upper arm to the elbow. We clear one elbow. We clear the other elbow. And we just clear them. There you go. And then forearm we can do very nicely because we like to do that. Front and back, each one of them. All right. And the other one. And there we go. Into the wrist. We do the left wrist first. 1, 2, 3. Right wrist. 1, 2, 3. Which we hope will help Vesel's wrist. We hope that will help her a little bit. And we will adjust it. Now put your palms up. And we will clear one. Let's do the left one first, okay? So we clear your left and we open our chakras. Very big, actually. And then we'll do the right one, okay? And we'll do the right one clear too. Open, open, bigger, bigger. There you go. Now you got it. And we want to go down to your feet. We keep pulling that off. Let's go to your feet. We'll do the right foot chakra first, okay? 1, 2, 3. And we'll do that and we'll clear that. We'll pull out whatever's stuck in there, okay? We'll work on the ball of the foot and your toes. There's some people have very bad toes. And the heel of the foot's very important too. All right. That may feel tingle or heat or like massage too. It could be that. We do the other foot, your left foot. 1, 2, 3. And we'll move Vesel's foot. There we go. So we can work on your foot. We use her foot as surrogate foot. So we clear out the chakra. There you go. Somebody's having trouble with their foot. We clear that. And we'll work on the ball of the foot and the toes. Yeah, we won't hurt you. We promise we won't do that. Okay. All good. All right. Now, clear your mind. Totally clear your mind, okay? All right. Now, find yourself sitting beneath a beautiful tree. Can be any tree you want to. Can be oak tree, can be maple tree, can be Bodhi tree. You know that story about us and Bodhi tree. Banana tree, can be an evergreen tree if you like those. Any kind of tree you want, you can see it. A very big, beautiful tree, balanced at the top and the bottom too. Now sit yourself underneath the tree. It doesn't matter if you can physically sit there or not. You're not physical. You're going to be energetic. So allow your energetic self to sit under the tree in a lotus posture with your palms up and enjoy sitting there. You don't have to sit too straight. It's not necessary. We're going to send light from the tree down your backbone into the earth. Okay? Can you feel that through the neck? And we will lift up your neck a little bit. There we go. And we'll come down, down, down. Now we want you to sit quietly and feel any pain in your body wherever it might be. Can you feel it? Now take beautiful golden light through the top of your head and direct that to the place where you have pain or places where you have pain. Can you see it? It's a beautiful day. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's a tiny breeze, but not something that will make you cold. It's very comfortable. Okay. The ground is soft. You're sitting between the roots of the tree, and you feel like you're being encompassed in a very heavenly experience. A beautiful experience. You can see the light, the gold light around the tree because it is a divine creature, the tree. Beautiful gold, green, blue, white. Do you see it? It comes out, it radiates out from this beautiful tree, top to bottom, into the earth with its roots. It loves you, this tree. It's kind to you. As your back leans up against it, you can feel the love of the tree and of the earth and of the sky. You see it? Do you feel it? There is someone with pain in the center of the back. Let's clear that, okay? Send energy right to the center of your backbone. There you go, you got it. That's very interesting to us, very amazing too. When you are alone and Siddhartha is not talking to you, you can either re-listen to these or you can do this on your own, but it is a way to get yourself back into alignment. Your body, your chakra, your energetic too, okay? So imagine you're sitting under this tree and you start to hear some beautiful music. It is your music. Whatever speaks to you. Maybe it's the angelic choir. Maybe it is a quartet. Maybe it is a folk singer with a guitar. We don't know. It's up to you. Maybe it's an orchestra or people singing chants of some kind. Or maybe it's a Native American drama. Or from our country would be tambala, right? Maybe it's that. It's a beautiful sound. You hear it. Now, talk to yourself and talk to you. You are your own best guidance. It is beautiful that people talk to other because Siddhartha is part of other, and all of the beings that you know are part of other, but you are part of other too. Talk to your consciousness and say, do you have a message for me today? Ask. Some people would say this is higher self, but the truth is, it is your essence. It is your true essence, what you really are. It is not your flaws, it is not your pain, it is not your body, it is you, the real you. So, if you haven't met yourself before, this is a good time to do it. Introduce yourself, to your essence. Think of the most beautiful essence that you know, and that would be you. Yes, you can see it. Of course you can. Can you smell it? Maybe it smells like roses or lavender or lilac or sage or baking bread even. Oh, that's kind of funny, isn't it? Some of our Scottish friends actually smell baking bread because it's such a beautiful smell for them. There you go. Be in the moment. It is yours. Now, ask yourself the question, do you have a message for me today? Do you have a prediction or a prophecy or something I need to know about? Can you please tell me that today? It may be something simple like you are beautiful and you don't believe it, but you are beautiful. You say, oh, I'm too old. You are not. There is no age. There's no infirmity. Your soul is free of that. All of it. Those are things limited to the human form, physical form, not the consciousness. So don't talk to yourself that way. We will be quiet for 1 minute while you do that. Feel it. It may not be words. Now, we'd like you to share what you are doing. Think of one human being, or pet, or animal, or earth, whatever you want. Think of one being and send that being all of the love that you can do with your heart chakra. From your third eye, send them light. Pull it from the tree. Don't send your light. Pull it from the tree and send it that way. Divine source. And send a nice mental message with it. This is from your friend. And this is wishing for you all the good things in your world that you want. Not what I want, but what you want for yourself. If they need healing, wish healing for them. If they wish love for them. If they just need a companion or someone to speak with, make yourself available for that. But send the light and know this, that if they accept it, they will take it. And if they don't accept it, it will go where it needs to. They may even feel you today because many people are telepathic and clairsentient, which means they hear you and they feel you. Well, what we mean is they hear your message telepathically. Not clairaudiently, they will hear it that way. Share your light and the light of the universe with others. Just send it as love, nothing else. And if they do not accept it, it will go on to where it needs to. Most people do not reject love, however. It's something that's very rare for people. True unconditional love, which people speak about but don't know how to give. You can do it, or you would not be here with us today. Take a breath, and now come back to your etheric body. You can see it sitting there, can't you? Can you see light around it? Is it clear and clean? Is it golden like the tree? Is it white or blue or green? What color is it, do you see? All your chakras are lit up, and you are connected to both the sky and the earth, because you are a person of the earth and a child of the universe. What do you think of that? There's an old poem about that. Now, for you, the healing comes in through the scalp and the skin, over your whole body. Healing comes into your circulatory system, your blood vessels, your what else? Your heart, your lungs, into all of the organs, your intestine, your stomach, your diaphragm, your pancreas, your thyroid, everything. All of the ones I haven't mentioned, your kidneys, all of them. Your liver, which is a very important organ. You have to take good care of it. Into the muscles and the tissue and the ligaments. Everything it touches lights up. Can you see it? And then into the bone. All of the bones. There are so many. And into the bone, it can change DNA. If you're not well about something, change it. Just change it. Just think it. I will not have this problem. This will heal itself. And think about what it is you want to heal. Right into the bone. Into your DNA. Into deeper than your DNA. We don't know what's called your genes or something. We don't know the word for that. Can you see it? Feel yourself surrounded by energy outside of your body too. Can you feel your chakra? Can you feel your connection to all that is everything? The more, the everything, the all. Do you feel it? Don't think that you cannot, you can. Just be still and be quiet. And it will all come to you suddenly. Like you've always known it all your life because you have. It's beautiful, is it not? And now for our very last thing, go to any place you want to. Anywhere you can imagine. Leave your etheric body sitting under the tree, your physical body sitting in your house, and let your consciousness, the other, your higher being, as some people call it. We don't call it that. We call it other. Allow it to go anywhere you want. You can travel the universe. You won't be gone long, so don't be afraid. Go to the beach, go to the mountain, go to the, well, we wouldn't recommend center of earth because it's too hot. We would also not recommend sun for the same reason. Moon is okay. Stars are okay. Cosmos is okay. Everywhere you touch, you are being healed. Even without knowing it, you are being healed. There you go. Now you feel it. We get it. And now, without making a very fast descent, we want you to come back slowly and gently. Back, back, back. Down, down, down into your etheric body first. Then allow your etheric body to stand up. To touch the tree with reverence and say, thank you so much for helping me. You're very kind and we appreciate the love that you've given to all of us today. And bow nicely to your friend the tree. And now allow your energetic body to return to your physical one. Very slow, do not rush. You don't want to slam in, you want to go in gently. Gentle, gentle. Little bit at a time, a little at a time. You got it. until you feel yourself sort of snap. You'll hear or feel a little snap where you've gotten back in alignment with your chakras. You might not feel it, you might just sense it. We are not sure. You might hear it. That's true. Some people do. And now taking another perfect breath in, hold and out. Come back to us when you are ready and only when you are ready.
That was so beautiful, Siddhartha. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Did you make it back in one piece?
Oh, yes, I did. And it's funny, the tree that you, as you were talking about a tree, I had one tree in mind, and then another tree was like, no, 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 this is the tree.
That's happened, you know. They have spirit. They have their own spirit.
It's funny. I completely forgot about this tree. Funnily enough, on my 30th birthday, I drove all the way to the border of Zimbabwe and Zambia just to visit the oldest baobab tree in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Baobab trees, for those of you who don't know, baobab trees are highly sacred. They're very, very special trees. They live for thousands of years. And they're one of the most special trees in the whole world. And we traveled very far just to see this tree. And I had quite a spiritual experience connecting with that tree. In fact, I'm surprised I even forgot about it. But it was overshadowed because that was the night that Aiden came into the world.
And he came with the wisdom of the tree, didn't he?
Yes, that was the tree. That's why I was visiting on my 30th birthday, was visiting the tree. And that is the day that my birthday happened to also fall on Mother's Day. So I always joke that he is my 30th birthday present and my Mother's Day present all wrapped into one.
Every year, too.
Yes, exactly. So to think of that baobab tree, I almost started crying. That tree called me to it, not the other way around.
Yes, they do that. That is the history of the world in that tree.
Wow.
Do you know that? It's true.
Beautiful. For those who want to see, there's the tree. That's
Beautiful.
uh, very powerful tree. Very beautiful. It's over 2,000 years old.
We think older, they just can't measure it.
Yes, they can't. You're right. Baobab trees are very hard to know how old they are. I'm surprised you know that, Siddhartha.
Yes, we know many
You know your
things.
African trees.
Yes, we know many things about trees. We had a little experience with a tree ourselves when we walked the earth.
I remember. Yeah, that's why people assumed you were a god. You were glowing under the tree.
Correct. They were so not right, but that's okay. We don't mind what they think.
Yes,
They can think whatever they want to.
exactly.
It was the tree that had the life, you understand?
Yes.
And that's what this was about, is the tree has life, that it can help you to. Trees are very good.
That was profoundly beautiful. Thank you so much. I haven't even thought about that tree in probably close to 10 years. So it
Well,
literally just called me to it, immediately got my attention.
and we almost made you cry again.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I was holding on to it.
We are so amused by you.
Thank
You
you.
tickle us. You're very funny to us. Are we ready for blessing, or do you want to talk more
Yes,
or answer questions?
absolutely.
All right, so here we go. For all of you who hear our blessing every time, we mean it, every word, every single time. And we always want to gift you a wish that you wish for yourself, because not many people get that. So we do. We wish for whatever you need for yourself. We wish that wish for you and we give it to you. You send it to us, we'll try to help you.
Hmm.
And we say to you, Om Mani Padme Hum. This is our mantra. It means we honor the jewel in the lotus. That's what it literally means. But it means that we see in you the divine presence that is also in ourselves. And as Laura said a little earlier, we are all the same. It's true. It's not different. You know, the energetic is not different. So we give to you our energetic today because we are so proud to be here with you and so happy. Proud in a non-human way, in an enlightened way, we like to say. And we are so happy to see every single one of you. We hear you. We enjoy you. We bless you. We wish for you the best for you could ever wish for yourself. And we honor you today because you have honored us with your gift of being and being present with us today. So we thank you for that in gratitude. And we say to you until we talk to you again, Namaste.
Namaste.
Coming in, not so bad. Going out is a little rough.
Oh, goodness. You had a rough landing, did you?
Well, he's getting better at it, the fast thing. He's getting a lot better at
Yeah,
that.
that was very fast.
And he was very smoother than he usually is. So it wasn't bad, but it's always kind of shocking if he could just come in a little at a time. It would be.
Ooh, that was an intense one. That was
Was
beautiful.
it?
That was incredible. It really was. I feel rejuvenated. Thank you, Siddhartha. Thank you very much.
He says you are most welcome.
That definitely, because you know what's funny is there was a different tree I was thinking of, the willow tree that I talked to. Those of you who remember the story, that is the first tree I went to was the willow, and the willow was like, "No, I'm not here for you today." I was like, "No, you're in the wrong place." And then as soon as I felt like, well, okay, then I had another tree immediately, boom, right into my head. And it pulled me straight to the tree. Like I was there instantly. That was powerful.
Hang on a second. I'm listening. He says, I think it remembers you.
Wow. Oh, I got chills when you said that.
I didn't say it. He said it. I'm just listening to what he tells me.
It's for that validation. Wow.
That's what he's saying to me. She liked to hear that. That was good you told me.
Wow. That is beautiful. It was a very special tree. So
he says we think so too.
Yes, there's something
he says we think so too.
About baobabs. Especially something about Africa. There's a very deep connection there for me. So thank you.
I think you've lived there many times.
I'm homesick for it. I miss it. I'm very excited to go back in January. That's why I have to go back at least once a year.
Well, it's a weird thing with me. I sometimes am homesick for places I don't even know, which makes no sense because I was born and raised here. I should be homesick for something here, but I'm not. I am not. When I went to Scotland, I didn't want to leave. If my cats hadn't been here, I would have stayed there.
Scotland's still my favorite country. No offense to South Africa, because South Africa is my home away from home. But there's something special about Scotland as well. But it's funny. It's like the places that you go, even though your mind doesn't consciously remember, your subconscious does. You remember. That's why you love the places that you love.
Well, and I did remember when I was in Scotland, I was with somebody that had gone with me to Ellicott City up in Maryland. And I loved Ellicott City because it's really historical. I haven't been there in a long time. I haven't been there since they had the big flood, but it's all these river rocks that have made the buildings, and Scotland looks like that. The Edinburgh looks like that with the same kind of stone and stuff. And I go, oh, I love this place. And they said, do you think maybe that's why you like Ellicott City is because it looks like this? Oh, yeah, I think that is it. That's probably why. I'm pretty sure you're right. Because it was the same.
That's Hawaii for me. Well, if Hawaii is that, you probably remember Lemuria and that whole, because there were many, many beautiful places that are now under the sea there. Yeah.
Well, I do have memories of Atlantis that used to come in quite frequently and very strong, but I kind of I can't, I can't do that. Just can't do that. Let's not have those visions. And I knew that's where I was, and I was there when it fell, and that sounds insane to people, but I've met other people who were there too, which makes me feel better. We're either all crazy or we're all
So
not
you either had a
crazy.
really great experience in Atlantis or you had a horrific experience in Atlantis. There's not really much in between.
Nope, there wasn't much in between.
Yes.
That's funny.
Hmm.
So,
So
how
I
many
think
people
that's
did
you.
we have?
I love this conversation today. I'm going to share your link for
Oh,
everybody.
good.
I will
Oh,
be there
good.
with bells on. You know, I don't like to miss your event. I will definitely be there.
Well, we would love that because I don't know, you bring kind of a energy and a snap to it.
Oh, you honor me with your wonderful compliments today. Thank you. Siddhartha was also so sweet with his compliments. There's
We
the
will
link
say,
for everybody.
you know what he says? He says, we do not give compliments, we give truth. So I'll just say that for him.
Oh, thank you.
I think that's true. I think he only gives truth. I don't think he randomly gives compliments.
He doesn't seem the type to say a white lie, even. Nope. So you can
Nope.
always get the truth. You say to him, "How do I look in this outfit?" He will tell you.
I don't ask questions like that, and all my outfits look exactly the same. They're all black and they all match.
Uh-huh.
They're all black. Oh, you know, it's really hard to find clothes when everything's black because you don't know, is this the right shirt or do I want that one because they're all black. But it makes laundry easy,
It
you
certainly does.
know, makes
So you
laundry
don't
just
get
like so
Leo fur
easy.
all over you more. Leo stands out more when you're wearing all black, doesn't he?
Yeah, I used to have black cats, and it was funny when I switched over to this. I had two white ones, one before this and this one. And the people where I used to work said, you know, you got white cat hair all over you. Don't you think you might should change to white clothes now? No.
He's just enveloping you in his love.
Yeah. His hair is weird because there's so many layers of it, and you get these little balls of hair, and they stick to your clothes, and you can't get them off. Like no matter what you do, it doesn't come off.
I'll order you some rollers too. Next time I'll send them. Some lint rollers.
I think rollers are
Oh,
probably. I think you need like a whole city of rollers to keep his hair at bay.
oh. So just so you guys know, the event that we were just discussing will be on Wednesday, August 27th. So that'll be next week at 1
Yep.
p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. in London. That'll be 10 a.m. Pacific Time. So yes, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. All right,
Yeah.
so we'll make sure that to be there. Thank you so much, Angelica, for your time today. I'm gonna have to
You're
run though,
welcome.
'cause
I
I've
know
got
you
people
do.
to chase.
You're 11 minutes late, my girl. It's going to be
I go
12:12
chase
here
the
in about
reptilians
30
now.
seconds.
I love you, Angelica, and everybody
Mm.
else. I love you guys too. I hope you all have a magical day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with Minty May for some tarot pulling. Awesome. Mwah. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.